Hi guys, welcome back to High Yield Interactive Trading. So time for me to share another live trade of mine. The date would be for 24th of October 2017. So in total, two trades were taken, NCC and Torrent Power. NCC was traded twice and Torrent Power was traded once. And before I jump on to the technicals, guys, I just want to give you a short disclaimer. Now everybody out here, they know that I use the leverage of 40x from my brokerage house whose name is Astha. Okay, my humble request is not to follow me on this, okay, because in order to trade with a 40x margin, you need to be comfortable enough and make sure that you are in profits all the time. Okay, so for example, if you are a guy who is making consistent profit, no matter whether it is 100 rupees or 500 rupees or 5,000 or whatever it is, if your overall profit is more than your losses, okay, then you can think of using the leverage, and especially a huge leverage like 40x. Okay, so even after having this said, if you people are not following this, then I do not take any responsibility of your losses. Okay, so in other words, you should not use a high leverage of 40x. In fact, you should not use leverage at all. First be profitable consistently and then think of using leverages. Okay, so that was a small disclaimer from my end, guys. Now coming on to the summary of the trades. So the capital used was 90,000 rupees, 90,000 rupees. The profit earned was 45,205 rupees, and the profit percentage was 50.22%. Okay, so my first trade was Torrent Power. Absolutely a pure momentum trade, guys. By seeing the volume, by seeing the momentum, it was very clear that this guy is gonna go high. Okay, so I took the entry in the first 5 minutes. Okay, the price was around 273.50 when I entered, I believe. Okay, and my target was the moment it crosses R1, I would have booked my profit. Okay, so the number of shares that was taken was 4,000. Okay, as I said, the capital was 90,000, so I divided my capital into two parts. So in Torrent Power, I was using 40,000, and the rest 40,000 I had kept it aside to use it if I see any good opportunity over there in any other stock. Okay, so unfortunately, like it did cross R1. Okay, it did cross R1, but unfortunately I was not able to book it. Okay, I would have easily booked 3 rupees over here and my profit would have been 12,000 rupees. Okay, but since I was in the office and something urgent came up, I missed this chance. Okay, so finally I came out in a loss. Okay, 1,120 rupees was the loss that I came out with. Okay, and my next trade was NCC. Okay, so there's a reason why I booked my losses in Torrent Power and came out, because simultaneously I was in two trades. So first I took Torrent Power, and after some time I entered NCC with 40,000 capital with a 40x margin. So it was 7,450 shares, I believe. Okay, I booked the profit in NCC at around 85 or 90 paise, which was a profit of 6,000 some change rupees. Okay, and then I came out, I booked my loss in Torrent Power because I was very sure that NCC was gonna go up further, and I wanted to use my entire capital, that is 90,000, to trade NCC alone. Okay, so I did not see any point to stay back and wait for Torrent Power, and also it was losing its momentum very clearly. Okay, so 1,100 or 1,200 rupees loss, booking a loss of 1,200 rupees when you're trading with a capital of 90,000 is a small loss. Okay, now moving on to NCC, guys. Let me get on to NCC here. All right, so two trades, as I said, was taken in NCC. The first trade was taken here. Okay, it was very clear that NCC has breached R3 with a huge volume, and the red candle was also not able to breach R3. Okay, so I took my entry here in this candle when the price was around 99.45, I believe. Yeah, 99.45, and I'm so sorry about it. 99.45, and I booked my profit at 100.30. Okay, a good 10 minutes trade, and the profit earned was a little more than 6,000 rupees. Okay, now this was the point where no, not this point. Then it retraced back. Okay, this guy retraced back, and it was clearly getting a support here and moved up. So at around maybe here, I was very sure that this guy will go up further. Okay, that was the exact reason why I thought of coming out of Torrent Power by booking my losses, which was very small. Okay, because I wanted to use my entire capital to trade in NCC. Okay, so by the time I came out of that particular trade, this guy had already gone up, and you see so many wicks here. Okay, so these wicks are something which tells you that anything can happen. Okay, so you really cannot take a decision at this particular place. Let me just go ahead and mark that place. Okay, especially this place I'm talking about. Okay, so many wicks, guys. So this is something which is which every trader will be skeptical about to trade at this position, to take any position over here. So the same was done by me. I waited, and it retraced back. Okay, and it was getting a support here very, very clearly. Okay, so this was the exact candle where I entered my trade with a total of 35,000 shares. Okay, I utilized entire amount of 90,000 with a 40x margin. Okay, and 35,000 was the number, was the outcome. So 35,000 were the number of shares that I took up. Okay, so this was my entry, guys. The price was around 100.50, I believe, 100.50. I have the recording. I will show it up in some time once I'm done explaining this. Okay, so 100.50 was my entry point. Okay, and I was aiming for at least 101.50 or 101.60. 1 rupees 10 paise or 1 rupees 20 paise max. Okay, we cannot really expect a 100 rupees stock to go up after it gave such a big rally. But again, time and again, I have been saying that even if the stock has given such a big move, it doesn't mean that it will not go up further. Okay, it did go up further, and I did book my profits as well. Okay, right, so this was the place where I took up the trade, and this was the place, 101.65 was the place where I booked my profit. Okay, so my technicals were saying that it might touch 101.80 or 85, and then it should retrace back. The exact same thing happened. So in order to be safe, I booked my profit at 101.65. okay, which is nothing but 1 rupees 15 paise profit. Okay, and since I was trading with 35,000 shares, it was a nice profit of around 40,000 or 39,000, and the rest 6,000 that I earned in my first trade of NCC, after adding, it became around 46,000 rupees. Okay, right, so this was all about it, guys, and the reason why I also thought of coming out here was because of the double top that it is making here. Okay, so this is the top here, right? This is the top here, and this is the top here. So it makes a double top. Okay, maximum chances was there that it will try retracing back, and if it would have breached a support, let's say the super trend is the support here, okay, then it would have come down, but it took a support here, in fact at the exponential moving average lines, and then it moved up. Okay, right, so this was the technical explanation of why I took these two trades, guys. Now let me really go ahead real quick and show you the videos here. I was somehow able to manage to record the video today, right? So I will keep pausing, so and I will talk whenever required. So this is Torrent Power, 4,000 rupees buy. Okay, 273.67 was the entry, and it went till 277.95 where I was not able to book it. Okay, secondly, Vedanta was around, I wanted to go long in with 4,000 shares, but for some reason it got rejected. Okay, or else if you watch Vedanta, it gave a good move, so I would have been in a profit, a real good profit there as well. But anyways, the chance was missed. Okay, just seeing Torrent Power on a one-day graph to see if there is anything that can restrict the move. So right, I did miss some of the things here. Yeah, so Torrent Power was my first trade. Vedanta got rejected. NCC I tried entering with 20,000 shares, got rejected. 10,000 got rejected. 7,500 was the one which was taken. Okay, so NCC was my second trade and a simultaneous trade. Okay, so 40,000 rupees in each of the trades. Right, so this is NCC, guys. Again, a one-day chart. Remember, why I use the one-day chart is because I want to see on a bigger time frame what might happen. Okay, but I trade on a 5-minute chart all the time. Okay, right, so don't start trading with one-day charts in intraday. Okay, so this was the position where I was selling 7,500 shares of NCC. Torrent Powers was still in position at that time. Okay, right, so as you can see here, Torrent Powers is still in position. NCC was bought at 99.44 and sold at 100.30. Okay, so the profit was around 6,000 some change. Okay, right. Just checking the graphs here to see if I get any hint of NCC, whether it can go up or whether it will retrace back, all those stuffs. Okay, so yeah, I was not able to record when I was buying 35,000 shares of NCC. I somehow missed it. It's a kind of pressurized situation, guys, because I'm not comfortable in mobile trading, and since I was trading with a lot number of shares, so somehow I missed it. I'm sorry about that. Right, so this was the selling position when I was selling 35,000 shares. Okay, right, so yeah, this is the position, guys. NCC 35,000 shares were bought at 100.51. okay, it was a market price trade and it was sold at 101.65. okay, so 1 rupees 14 paise. okay, so this is done. Right, so this is my entire order book, guys. Okay, so Torrent Power was a loss and NCC was traded twice and both were in profit. Okay, completed now. And this was my final position. NCC a profit of 46,325 rupees and Torrent Power a loss of 1,120 rupees, guys. Okay, so if I show you the screenshot, this is the screenshot, and just to repeat, capital used was 90,000, profit earned was 45,205 rupees, and the profit percentage was 50.22%, guys. Okay, right, so this is what I have it all for today, guys. So if I trade today, that is 25th of October, I will surely make sure that I record the video. Okay, and if I record the video, I will make sure to share it up on YouTube again. Yeah, so that's it for now, guys. You all have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.